Pisces, how we doing? Welcome to your October 2024 Kabbalistic Tarot card reading. Let's get started. I invoke thee, Iao, that thou wilt send Haru, the great angel, sent over the operation of the secret wisdom to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Pisces, this will be a Tree of Life spread. I'll be using the Thoth Tarot, I'll be using a little Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, perhaps a little Hermetic Kabbalah. And yeah, hope you all are having a good September and have had a good summer. And have had a good Virgo season as well. I have to excuse my brain is a little dull. I just got a tattoo and pain is intoxicating. In a way. Plus the bandage is coming off, and I try to make my own bandage, and it's kind of, I think it's cutting the blood off my, cutting circulation off to my brain. It's a little bit, so bear with me. I should be doing this another time, but you know, the schedule is hard to balance this year. I think it's because we're in the year of adjustment, literally. That's enough of that. Spirit, what does Pisces need to know? What should they be made aware of? How can we best help them out for the month of October 2024? Please and thank you kindly. Alright, Pisces. I will cut the deck. Then I'll draw the tree, and then I will let you know what I see. Alright. Okay. Alright, pure consciousness, you have Lord of Gain, and there's Aquarius. You have discs and wisdom, you have the Hierophant. Understanding, you have the Five of Discs. That is very interesting. Okay. In your world of love, you have the Emperor. In your power, you have the Two of Swords. Which season begins tomorrow? In truth, you have the Sun, ruled by the Sun, double Sun. Interesting. In victory, you have Le Fool, a left. In splendor, you have the Two of Discs, Lord of Change. In your foundation, ooh, Ten of Discs, Lord of Wealth. And in your manifestation, you have the Four Swords, Lord of Truth. Now, I'm not sure exactly how to do this in a cold reading, but I'm going to pull the 11th card. Now this card represents knowledge. Knowledge, think of it as, this is no longer Hermetic Kabbalah, we're in Jewish mysticism, okay? And a lot of people are against this 11th card. Why? Because it's knowledge, right? And knowledge is, ignorance is bliss, right? And this is the opposite of that. This is knowledge. This is knowing something else. I generally don't use this with the trees that I use on these videos for these cold readings, because this complicates things. This opens the doorway to two universes. We're in unity right now, but this could open the doorway to, let's call it parity and disparity, and they're very complicated. I'm not going to get into all that. Let's just say it's knowledge, and when it's time to read this, I will let you know. So that if you don't want to read it, if you don't want to take the bite of the apple, if you think that this card isn't, and there's just something you don't like about it, and you think that there should be just 10 cards in a Tree of Life, 10 not 11, 9, 10 not 9, that's fine. Just turn off the video and you won't have to know. I'm going to put it right here, and I don't even know what it is yet. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Pisces, for being here. Cheers. This tree has a lot going on, and so do you. Start at the top. Lord of Material Gain. This is discipline. This is safety. This is big accomplishments. This is having everything you need, materially speaking, money, a good body, not needing another partner or a partner, being very independent. Perhaps you've come into an inheritance of some sort, or perhaps you are just kicking ass in life and it's starting to pay off, literally. Now, this is in your pure awareness, your pure consciousness. The idea of that is that nothing comes before it. Awareness beats, if there was a race, awareness would beat everything to it, right? We have the body, we have the mind, we have thoughts, we have sensations. What all those exist in? Awareness. They all exist in here, this card. No, but this card is representing all of that. So, above everything else, you are aware of a sense of security, a sense of appreciation, again, safety, taming nature. That's the big one with this card. I really wish I could use my other hand, but I'm supposed to use your left with divination. So, Pisces, I say whatever you're doing right now, you're grounded. This is a 9 all the way up at the top, and you're also very secure with whatever it is you are doing in your life, whatever it is that is changing for you. Yes. All right. So, it expands into wisdom, where we have the Hierophant as hot expansive force, and the Hierophant is a teacher, is a spiritual guide, is a path to follow, is a doctrine. The tarot itself is a Hierophant. This was originally called the Pope. It's an expansion of consciousness, right? Which is all we're really kind of doing here. We're just trying to bring awareness to you, Pisces, about what's going on in your life through these cards. Okay, so that being said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 majors, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smalls. So that being said, a lot of the month of October will be not as much surrendering. There will be a lot of surrendering to stuff, but there's also a lot of you doing stuff. So, wisdom and the Hierophant. This could be you coming under the wing of some spiritual guide, some kind of guru that is giving you insight and acceptance into forces that are larger than the ego, perhaps for the first time. All right, and you may be, I don't want to say smitten, but you're feeling it. You're feeling this dude or this chick or whatever this thing is you're taking. You could be taking a cooking class. Whatever it is, it's teaching you something, and it's connecting you to something bigger, something that you've never experienced before. Now you have, you are known to have a big imagination, to enter the world of fantasy very easily and kind of get lost there because it's very nice. You're all about the subjective experience. And you love other realities and escapism in general. But hey, who doesn't, right? I generally, intuitively, don't see this as a bad thing. The Hierophant in wisdom, I like that. I like him in wisdom, or her in wisdom. And for you, I feel like whatever it is you are doing, whatever it is your wisdom is telling you to do or not do based on the energies of this Hierophant, are serving you well. All right, that hot expansion moves into cool consolidation, also known as understanding, Binah. What Spirit wants you to understand is the Five of Discs, Lord of Worry. What is she so worried about, Pisces? You know, enough for someone? For something? This card has to do with feeling you're not good enough for something. You don't have enough of something for somebody or something. You're just not enough. All the gears on here, right? It's like a clock, and it's just not, it's not working the way it should be. Now, sometimes this can be a good thing because it can keep us out of places where we really don't want to be. Sometimes it could be a negative thing because we can overcompensate. Now, this being cool consolidated form tells me that it's something that you kind of have under control, but are still trying to figure out. I mean, you have gain here in your pure consciousness. This is the culmination of change, of anything changed. And this is something that says, I am not changing enough. I'm not enough. That's why it's curious to me. Feel like you're not enough for this Hierophant. Whatever that Hierophant is. Again, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just trying to bring the awareness to you, right? And the harshest thing I can say is that maybe you aren't enough for something. Again, in a positive way, keep you out of those rooms you don't really want to be in the first place. Intuitively here, I see that it's not really that so much, it's just you don't need to do anything, but Spirit wants you to understand that this is how you feel in the month of October in your cool consolidated form in the world of emanation. You don't feel like you're enough in general. This is ruled under Saturn. Saturn is touch, and Saturn is limits and discipline, and it's not a fun planet. It's a disciplinary planet. Okay. Can you imagine you're not enough? All right, now let's move into the world of creation. And love, generosity, you have the Emperor. Emperor is physicality, structure, or stability or clear structure. Boundaries, uprightness, law, physicality. I might have said that already. Encourages you to kind of keep doing a thing. If something is not working, he wants you to keep trying to bring it into reality, but also to do it your way and not let anyone else tell you what to do or how to do it. But he also doesn't want to get too serious about things. He warns against stifling everything under exaggerated seriousness or perfectionism. And him being in your world of love, I feel like it's you expanding out and taking these energies from emanation and saying, okay, I might not be a Hierophant yet, and I worry about that. Coming to understand that. But I have a lot to offer. especially with the Nine of Discs. So I'm going to make some moves. I'm going to decide where I want to go, where I don't want to go, where I want to be, what I want to become, and who I really am. This is the mind. This is personal localized consciousness arising to the silent witness, to wisdom. Now that's on the Hermetic Tree of Life, his path. Yeah. Very interesting. In your world of power, ruled by Mars. Oh, by the way, the Emperor is under Jupiter, and Jupiter is listening. Hierophant is also listening. It's interesting. And the Hierophant is right on top of his path, even though this is whatever. This is just Kabbalah. This is whatever. We're putting two Kabbalahs together, and it's fine. We got Pass, we got Dath. It's fine. That's my Kabbalah, and I'm giving it to you. That's my gift to you. Okay. What I was going to say is the Hierophant is on his path, which makes him a little extra strong for you in the month of October. He or she. Now, in your world of power, ruled by Mars, you have the Two of Swords, Lord of Peace. Anytime I get the Two of Swords in the world of power, it's like I'm going through some shit, and it's just like, oh God, what the hell do I do? What the hell do I do? And it's just like, okay, relax, take a beat, and focus on one thing at a time. Just one thing at a time. See these two swords piercing this flower? It's a metaphor for concentration, piercing reality, right? So your power and your challenge is to be able to focus on one thing at a time. All right, this card is preparation, meditation, experiencing inner peace and harmony. Finding a fair and balanced solution for overcoming disputes. Definitely applicable. Also warns against needing things to go your way. If you feel like you need things to go your way in your world of power, just watch out for that. And this is also considering the next move, taking time to figure things out. I personally find I do that best. I strategize by focusing on something else, and it just kind of comes to me through over time. And you, Pisces, you want to stay focused, you want to stay grounded, you want to stay in the real world. And this is the best way I feel for you to do that. Or Spirit feels for you to do that, I should say. Okay. And your rulership is Jupiter. So this, your rulership has a little extra sway, has a little extra, says, come here, I want to talk to you. I'm your rulership, I'm looking out for you. So this is going to be very strong. I want to say it's going to be your guiding principle, your guiding light, but rulerships don't exactly work that way, I've learned. So, mild expansion into the world of truth or beauty. You have the sun. Underneath the sun. This is the happiest card in all the tarot. This is trust. This is attainment. This is recognition, public notice, applause, success, achievement, recovery, synthesis of creativity, collecting intelligence, Had moving into Yesod, right? The Logos, the mind illuminating the whole world. And this being in your truth, your personal localized consciousness, I see you stepping up in a big way and saying, here I am. Right? I am that I am. And here it is. I'm me. I'm just going to do me, and I'm not going to worry. Because you know what? I am worried. And once I understand that, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to have everything I want or everything I need to be happy. Even if I don't know, I need very little to be happy. Just a nice day in the sun, perhaps, and just whatever. It's usually something very simple and something very innocent. Just, at least in my experience with the sun. Sometimes it can be sudden death. I've read. Don't see that here for you. This being in your truth is very interesting. It's definitely, it looks good. It looks good. And I don't see, it's bright. It's not like the moon where things are coming up. It's like the opposite. It's just being out in the truth, and it's good. And people respect you for it. You're your own sun. It's nice. In victory, you have the Fool. Aleph, air, impulse, impacts, the original potential, starting at zero, starting all over again, taking a leap of faith, taking on an endeavor that is scary, but doing it anyway. Courage is not the lack of fear, but the acknowledgement of it and proceeding forward anyways. And that is what the Fool can do. The Fool is coming out of Keter, out of pure consciousness, right? And moving into wisdom, right? He is that path. He is, I'm mixing the Kabbalahs here again, but he says that I, pure consciousness, am observer. I see it, right? I'm gonna do it. And that's what he does. That's what wisdom kind of is. I see. Let's do it. And that's your victory. I see. Let's do it. Compensating intelligence. Fortune. What do you want? You don't know yet. But in the world of formation, once you do, you're going to go for it. People might tell you, what the hell are you doing? And you're not going to really care, because you're going to know. And you're going to see. Now, what that brings up, let's see. Hot expansive force in the world of formation, cool, brought back into cool consolidation. In the world of formation is Two of Discs, Lord of Change. Now this is, for me, this is a card of, okay, what have I done? I took the Ace of Discs and now I'm doing something with it, and now we have chaos, kind of. This is difficulty weighing options. It's just moving around. Sometimes it's wandering. Too many obligations, right? Rider-Waite Smith, the other guy, trying to balance the things. And it's just, it's a little bit much. But this is in your world of splendor. Splendor is when we relax everything from victory, from Nektak. And we just look back and say, oh, wow, look at this. Now, the energy might not be that exactly. Like, oh, look at this, but it's like, oh, look at this, I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and fucking, I'm exhausted, but I'm doing it. I'm keeping up with it. I've got my concentration and my power. I'm keeping up with it. Maybe it started here, right? I was worried I wasn't enough, so I stayed focused, and now I'm doing the thing. This is all in the pillar of form, right? And this is your form. I'm worried I'm not enough. I'm gonna focus on one thing at a time. Then I get overwhelmed, but I keep up with it. The more energy, the more motion you put into it, the better it will be. It's like a bicycle wheel, right? The faster you go, the less chance you have of falling over. Pisces. All right. Mild expansion into your foundation. The whole tree is built on. 10 of discs, Lord of wealth. This is a time of redistribution. This is a time of dynasty, of generations, of family matters. That was a great show. But it is. It's about family matters. And it's about having too much of a thing, too many discs. And what do I do with all these discs, all these changes? Well, I can reinvest them. I can put some in there, put some over there. I can give some to some family. I can put something that should be done with it. Now, it could also represent laziness or disinterest, or working in cities and just wanting to accumulate this wealth. But I don't feel that for you here, especially with gain in your pure awareness. This is the perfect amount. This is too much. I feel like this has led to that, even though we're going down the tree. If you went up the tree, that's what you would see. Or perhaps you had the gain in your awareness, which led to a foundation of too much. Either way, you're going through all this stuff, you're worried about not having enough, and then you focus and you take some risks and you keep up with it, and then you have too much. It's not the worst problem to have, if it's even a problem, which I don't see it being. Okay, what you manifest, Four of Swords, Lord of Truce. What this says is, okay, let's relax, let's take a breath, let's take a breather. Let's take a beat. This is faith. This is recognizing that a truce does not necessarily mean peace. This encourages using a sham peace to work a gentle solution. It's kind of like in The Dark Knight when he takes the fall, right, for Dent. Doesn't mean that everything's going to be okay forever, because, you know, Dark Knight Rises happens. But for now, this is what we're going to do, and it's going to work, and we're going to proceed, and we're going to have some peace. Or truce. We're going to have a truce in the mind. We're going to rest from sorrow. We're going to go through the sorrow, but we're going to rest from it. This is downtime. This is short-term work. This is recovery, stillness from trauma. I feel like this is you saying, okay, I did it. I got the wealth. I'm doing the change. I took the risk. I'm in the sun. I'm setting up the boundaries. And I'm no longer worried. Or I am worried, but I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm going to find a way to make peace with it. For myself and for others. Now, if you don't want to see the next Sapphire Oath, which is knowledge, please turn off the video. And I'm not going to get too into it, whatever it is. So here we go. Your knowledge, Pisces, is Two of Wands, Dominion. Control, will, direction. Spontaneous assertion, doing a thing. Okay? Now, if your tree was three-dimensional, this would be the head of your tree. And these two, you might feel these kind of two energies going back and forth, in and out. It's like, more like that. So that's your knowledge. You can use it, you cannot use it. I can see how The knowledge says you're going to do something. But a lot of this says you're going to do something, and the knowledge does not change the tree, right? Everything else is here, and it's still the same. It's still the same story. But there might be something you want to do. That's it. That's the knowledge. See? Wasn't so bad. Okay. Turn it back over. I don't want to get struck by lightning or anything. Go over the tree one more time real quick. In your pure awareness, you have a Lord of Material Gain. You're doing well and very comfortable and very disciplined and feeling nice about it. In your wisdom, you have this Hierophant influence, expanding your consciousness, spending your time in a meaningful way, and pursuing higher education and connection to greater forces. In your understanding, you have the Five of Discs, Lord of Worry. You're worried that you're not enough for something or someone or for yourself. And that's what you will come to understand in the month of October. In your world of love, you have the Emperor. It's going to help you out, say where you want to go, where you don't want to go, and what you need to do to expand. World of Power, the Two of Swords. This is going to be helpful for you, especially when you feel overwhelmed, which Pisces you are known to do. Just focus on one thing at a time, and the answers will come. Or the solutions, I should say. Or this is the solution. Focusing on one thing at a time. Your truth, the Sun. Relaxed face. You have everything you need right here. Personal localized consciousness, you are beautiful, Pisces, in every way possible. You're a shining light. In victory, you have the Fool, impulse, impact, thought, idea. It's happening, nothing's stopping it, and nothing ever could. In your splendor, whoa, okay, all right. The idea with the Fool is cool, and now things are a little hectic, but I like it. I like this. This is good. This is how I feel you feeling it in your world of splendor. In your foundation, what it's built upon is this Ten of Discs, Lord of Wealth. I have all this stuff. What am I going to do with it? This is a lot of energy. This is a lot of energy. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to find a solution. It may be short term. It may seem cowardly to some. It may seem whatever, but I'm going to take some rest and I'm going to build up my strength. I'm going to figure out what to do. And in your knowledge, just know if there's something you want to do, you can do it. Pisces, like the video if you like the video. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of these in the future. And I will see you next month. Please take great care. Much love. Bye-bye.